Weather.
Our risk engineering approach can protect your business in ways others can't. See,
Weather. Yeah, 2018 Dodge Durango customer purchase on Android radio. We're gonna put that in. First step is to remove the bottom. Okay, the first step is to remove the bezel. Carefully pry that entire bezel out. Then we're gonna remove 4/7 mils on the display part of it. The most common issue on all the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, the screen goes bad. As you can see, partially separated. They are all going bad. And if you decide to replace that, you do the service. They're quite expensive. Disconnect all the harnesses. Now, the trouble with this display, which is made by LG, when they get separated, it randomly switches sources, volume up and down, tuning up and down, without anybody touching it. So if you have a trouble like that, and if you have like a whitish looking on the top or side of the screen, that means your screen gone bad. You gotta replace that. So you're gonna disconnect all these harnesses. I'm not gonna show them. So this is the new screen. Comes with all the harnesses. Alright, so we got display disconnected. The T harness basically plugs into the factory harness. Alright, so only two connections on the car side. The red plugs into the back of the radio. So plug in all the harnesses. There are two of the 5 pins. They have different lines. One is on this side, the other one's on this side. And just make sure you plug it into the right one, because there's a little notch cut out. So if you force it in, it will go in, but that's going to be the wrong one if you plug it into the different one. Okay. That's the USB adapter enabling factory USB. These antennas, we've done many times. You can stick it behind the radio. Never had any issue with it. This radio has a canbus built in, so be sure to plug this white plug on the back of the radio. I'll show you. That's the main harness, and this goes right down here where the white plug is at. That's the canvas. You need that in order to get car information and the heater control also. Let's plug this one in. Let's just try out. Station.
Look, we said it a couple of weeks ago how if things went sideways, this could...
Buttons on the back of the steering wheel. it works. The volume up and down works. Source. Bluetooth. Okay, the
So
radio.
think they're a good team, plus the lack of real competition.
Right, so that's the reverse end.
So
Okay, that works. And the reverse. Reverse works. So we're gonna go to the factory settings. Hit this little square. Go to settings. Go down and find go system. Go to factory settings. And the code is 7890. Then you go in here. Gonna set up the CAN. So you scroll down to go to Wi-Fi, turn on the Wi-Fi and open up your hotspot. Then you connect your Wi-Fi. Alright, so once it's connected, you can go back out to home. Settings. Go to factory settings. Upgrade. Now, since we don't know what CAN this one has, let's try just randomly. How about simple upgrade? It won't let you do any of these upgrade. Maybe. Oh, what's that? Just initialize switch.
Oh, you touched this.
Oh, okay. Alright, we have a little bit of a dilemma. When we have this heater control plugged in from factory one to here, which has the same plug, this part we couldn't adjust. So we just temporarily put the factory one back in. And that enables obviously this. And watch this. So I still have a factory bezel plugged in. And once I have that factory bezel plugged in, this also works. So what we're gonna do is, it also controls this. Before, it wasn't going up and down without having to have factory one plugged in. Now, once we unplug the heater control panel from new one and just leave that factory bezel plugged in, this also controls the heater control and fan and everything else. So what we're going to do is we're going to disassemble this PC board. We're going to bury it behind so he can still use the heater control here. Alright, we had some trouble with the AC not working. The heater control doesn't work. Before, when you do this, it didn't go up and down. So we decided to put factory heater control back in. That made this thing work, but disable these because none of the CAN was connected on the bottom back of the heater control panel where it's supposed to be. Then we Googled it, we found the fix. So what you're gonna do is you go here, go to the settings, and you go system, go to the where are you? And so you go scroll up, factory settings. Factory settings, code is 7890. Hit OK. It gives you this. So here you can have backup cam signal input, resolution settings, trigger sensing. You can change whatever you want it to be. You gotta hit save after that. So I'm not gonna do anything because I don't want to change that. Alright, so go to system, settings guide, car mode, car model AC. We'll click that. It's gonna ask for the code. Good. The code is 666888. Okay, and you can go into this setup here. You have to find the right vehicle. Before we had Jeep Grand Cherokee as the setup, so we had to change that to Dodge Durango. That's what we have. And after that, you go back out, go back out, go back out. Now this, before we have done that, this still did not work. So there's one more thing you have to do in the back. Okay, this is the back of the radio. Originally, this 2-pin connector right here, there's a two, one's a blue, one's a green. This used to be, came in with connections up here going to the factory T-harness. See this right here? It was connected to this side. And we found out there's another one on the bottom of this radio panel. You have to unplug from here, plug it into this bottom connection coming from down here. It's actually sticking middle bottom side of it here. That need to be connected like that. And after that, you have to reset by turning the radio off, turning it back on, then radio will come back on. Alright, so after you do that, so each time you do setup, you have to turn off the car and restart it. Now you can see the heater control does work. Before, these were lit, that comes on, but I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that either. It was stuck on number 2, and no matter how many times I push either fast or slow, it wouldn't change. Now it does go up and down, as well as the temperature settings go up and down as well. It all works. It works too. We're gonna have to cut this plastic piece here that's hitting the back of the radio. So just gotta. So once you cut the back piece off, everything fits.